So as you're finding your place on your mat, letting things melt right down into your mat, let's do a checklist today. We'll start at the crown of our head and work all the way down to our toes. And the check-in is going to be, where are you holding tension or tightness? And when you realize where that is, on your exhale, can you let that go? So at the crown of your head, notice if you're making your forehead tight, make your forehead flat. Let your eyes roll back into your sockets. Nice big inhale. Nice deep exhale. Unclench your jaw. Let your tongue just rest on the floor of your mouth. Your mouth can even be slightly open. Let your shoulder blades melt into your mat. Let your chest open. You can have a nice little curve right there at your lower back. If you want, pressing your tailbone into your mat, or you can make your back nice and flat. Nice big inhale. Nice deep exhale. It's okay to hear your breath. It's okay to hear your neighbor's breath. It's part of the process, so feel free to breathe as deeply as you want. Let your hips rest and open to either side. Palms can be facing up, your fingers are loose. Palms can be flat on the floor, gently touching your mat. Let your legs be nice and loose, feet opening to either side. If your knees are locked out, give them a nice little gentle bend. Inhale. Exhale. And now that we've done our physical check-in, final component, mental check-in. Whatever you're holding on to in your brain, whatever that tension is, on your exhale, let that go too. Nice big inhale. Nice deep exhale. For the next 50 plus minutes, you are just in this room. So whatever's happening in the outside world, you're here right now. So let that go for at least 50 minutes. Do a few more rounds of breath all on your own, and then we'll start to move together. So right now, just breathe. On that final exhale, start to wiggle out your fingers and wiggle out your toes, just adding in a little bit of movement. Gently roll your head side to side, chin coming down to each shoulder. Take those arms up above your head, fingertips touch, reach that back wall. Toes come to touch in front of you, reach those mirrors. If you touch somebody else's toes or arms or whatever, it's okay. Just stretch out as long as you can, like I'm pulling on your hands and on your feet. When you're ready, pull everything back in and pull that right knee into your chest. Switch those legs out. Left knee pulls in, right leg goes back out. Keep that left knee right where it is. Right knee will pull back in and join it. You can cross at your ankles if you want. Keeping your hands on your knees, make little circles on the ceiling, pulling your knees in toward you and pressing them away, rolling on that mid back. Go one way for a little while, and then when you're ready, reverse it, take it the other way. And the whole process of today's class is at your pace. Stay in something as long as you want, do something as long as you want. Just because I suggest that we're moving on doesn't mean you have to. Soles of the feet will come down onto the floor when you're ready. Nice and gently drop those knees side to side for windshield wipers. Think about trying to get both knees down to the floor on either side, which when you do it, it will lift that hip up on the opposite side for a nice big rotation, side to side. You can add your neck in too if you want to take that head and go the opposite direction of your knees, so kind of counter to your knees, side to side. When both of those knees get over to the right, let them drop down all the way. And now bring your upper body and have it roll over and meet it for fetal position on the right. Pull those knees into your chest. Use your hands or a block or your towel as a pillow. Curl yourself up into a little ball and breathe. Nice. So in this position right here, I like to throw this out occasionally. This is how we all started, everybody. This is our original state before this thing called life happened to us. So here in your original state, remember who you are. Remember what you're here doing. Remember why you're doing it. Remember that you're great. Remember that you're worth it. Remember that you matter. Throughout your day, those messages can get a little lost, but they're always there. Now's a really nice time to connect with those, because you guys are worth it. When you're ready, slowly roll your upper body nice and flat back onto your mat. Shoulder blades come down and then start to roll those knees slowly over to the left. Let those knees come down first, and then bring that upper body and have it roll over and meet it for fetal position on the left. Take your time getting set up. There's never any hurry. And then go back to some of those same really nice thoughts. So I'm sure some of you guys know this because it's not a new study, but they did a study several years ago about the effects of the human voice on water. And they did one study where they said really positive things to snowflakes. That's what it was. It was snowflakes or water, same thing. And they said really positive things to one group of water/snowflakes, and they turned into these beautiful, ornate snowflakes. And then the other group, they said negative or destructive things, and the snowflakes came out deformed, not connected, ununiform. There really are a power to our words, and we talk to ourselves the most. Right now, give yourself some really good stuff about yourself. Nobody has to know it, but do it for yourself right now. And then breathe. When you're ready, slowly take that upper body, roll those shoulder blades back onto your mat, nice and flat, and then bring those knees back up into the sky, soles of the feet are on the floor. Get yourself nice and flat on your mat again, and then as you exhale, each knee will open to either side like a book for your hip opener. Soles of the feet touch. Nice big inhales. Nice deep exhales. You can keep your arms right by your side if you like that on your mat. You can put your hand on your stomach and on your heart, connecting your heart to your breath. You can take your arms up by your head and make cactus arms. Your hands can go underneath your head and open up those arms to either side. Feel free to keep your arms wherever they are, and then just take that right leg and stretch that right leg straight out onto the floor. Left leg will stay exactly where it is. You can stack that left foot onto the inner part of your leg, anywhere you like, on the right. Staying right where you are. If you want to add in a little bit more, take that left ankle and have that left foot stack on top of that right knee. Same position like you're doing tree pose if we were standing. Again, you're welcome to stay in this as long as you want if it's feeling good for you. If you want to move on, take that left leg and stretch it straight out onto the floor. Have it meet the right side by side. And then bring that right foot on the floor. Stack it right on that inner leg, inner thigh on the left. On the floor first, and then we'll add in our modification. Breathe. If you want to add in that adjustment, you can. Bring that right foot up, stack it on top of that left knee. Let that right knee be kind of in the sky, in the air, and let your hip open on the right. right leg will go straight out next to that left leg, nice and flat on the floor. Have those toes touch, arms reach above your head, fingertips touch like we already did. Reach the back wall in the mirrors, and then we're going to curve it out. Press your hips to the left, arms and legs curve to the right, as if you were a banana, hence why we call this banana asana. I don't think that's real. I don't think that's the real technical term. Arms come up to the top again, legs go toward the mirrors, and then press your hips to the right, arms and legs curve to the left. One more time up nice and tall with both those arms and legs. Reach. And then again, pull that right knee into your chest. Nice time to roll out that ankle. I already heard some of you doing it. That's nice. Point and flex your toes. Bless you. Bless you. Sure. So this is going to be kind of a new one, you guys. And, you know, with new stuff, I'm not always exactly sure how to explain it right until I probably do it wrong. And then I'm like, oh, you should have done it that way. So bear with me, okay? So keep both hands on your right knee. If you want to lift your head up a little bit too, you can do that as well. Just don't put any strain on your neck. Take your left hand and grab that left foot. Now think about pulling that left leg toward you, your full leg, and making it parallel toward the mirrors.
Right leg.
Right leg, thank you. See? Good. Perfect. And then if you lifted your head up, you can take it back down on your mat. And then adjust it, you know, play with how it feels good for you. If it feels good to keep your knee high up, or you can lower it down, you can pull your heel closer toward you. Just find how this works for you. You can take both hands on the outside of your shin, closest to the mirror, and kind of press in. Breathe. And then back off from that. Pull that right knee back in, and then take that right leg straight out. Left knee is going to pull in first like we did on that side. Roll out that ankle, point and flex those toes. And then keep that left hand holding that left knee. Right hand reaches and grabs that left foot, and then pull that leg parallel to those mirrors in any way that feels good for you. Beautiful. Yeah, it's kind of like if we added in our knee, then we're doing that one where we open our hip before we do like pigeon. So it's that minus the knee, if that made any sense. And it might not have. It's completely possible. Most of the time I'm really, really happy when I get it right, because most of the time it's just kind of off. So when I get it right, it's pretty great. So. Pull that left knee back into your chest and have the right one come up and join it. Make your circles on that back again. Press them in, pull them away. Soles of the feet will go down on the floor now, and both knees go over to the right. Head can look the opposite direction over to the left to open up that upper body as well as that lower body for your twist. And then as always, you can slide that right foot out from underneath and stack it on top of that left knee if you want just a little bit more. Beautiful. Nice big inhales and exhales, just the same. Come back to the center first. Slide that right foot back down onto the floor if you went for that modification. Slowly take those knees up into the sky and over to the left. Make sure you're really slow and gentle rolling over that back. Knees come down to the left, head looks over to the right. Inhale. Exhale. And then that adjustment, that left foot can come out from underneath and stack on top of that right knee if you want to. Head will come back to the center first. Slide that foot back down underneath. Knees come up into the sky. Soles of the feet are on the floor. Pull that right knee into your chest. Left leg goes out. Right hand holds onto that right knee and opens that right leg to the right. I feel like I'm talking like Yoda today. I'm sorry. Hold your leg, you will. Sorry. You guys are such good humans, let me tell you. You're just good people. You can roll that ankle out if you want to on this side. And of course, if you have a strap, if you want to loop that around your foot, you can take that leg straight out to the side on the right. If you want to just use your hands, slide it underneath that right knee, kind of make a brace and stretch that right leg out as far as you want. Point and flex your toes. Activate your heel if you want by pressing it toward the mirrors, whatever feels good. So we're going to do 3 points here, everybody. This is the first one, out to the side. And then if you want, you can pull your knee into your chest first, or you can just take it straight up into the sky. If you pull it into your knee, then take it straight up. Both hands can now go behind that leg on the right, or if you have a strap or a towel, use that. And then same thing, our third point is we're going to take it over to the left. Now you can bend your knee into your chest first and then twist it over your body and then open that leg up to the left, or you can keep it straight and just roll it right over. Always remember, whatever feels good for you is the right one. You always have options, and pain is bad. Breathe. option, take that leg straight up into the sky if you have your strap or towel around it, or you can pull that knee into your chest and then let that right leg go out onto the floor. Take your time. It's all about when you're ready. Left knee will pull into your chest. And then take that left hand and open that left knee to the left. We're going to do those same 3 points. Breathe. If you're ready to take that left leg out to the side, go for it, straight out. You're always going to notice that one side is a little bit more flexible or stronger than the other. That's completely normal. Point and flex your toes, roll out that ankle, anything like that you want to do. And then go for any of the options you need to go for to get your leg up into the center, straight up toward the sky. And then final point when you're ready, either pull that knee into your chest or just take it straight over. Left leg's going over to the right. Beautiful, you guys, really nice. When you're ready, final point, get that leg back to the center, either in the sky or knee into your chest, and then let that left leg come flat down onto the floor. Take a second and stretch out as wide as you want. Even if you kind of touch your neighbor or their mat a little bit, it's okay. Take your arms straight out to the side. Take your legs wider than your mat out to the side, and just grow from your center out. Reach. When you're ready, and nice and slow, and it never has to be graceful. I hope you don't think it always has to look good, because it don't. Roll onto your stomach. Take your time. You can stack your hands. Your arms can be down by your side. It's really up to you. And then pick a cheek, one of the ones on your face, and bring it down to your mat. Still do those nice big inhales and exhales. When you inhale, try to feel your stomach rise up and you'll lift up off your mat a little bit. And then exhale, press all that air out. Inhale, fill up your chest and lungs, puff up. Exhale, flat. When you're ready, take your head and look that opposite direction. And then same thing. Inhale, fill up your chest and lungs, puff up, lift up off your mat. Exhale, press all that air out, go flat. One more, inhale, fill it up. Exhale, make it flat. Nice. Stack your hands on top of each other right there in the front. Chin can come down on your hands. Lift those legs up behind you. Let's do reverse windshield wipers, side to side. Same thing, try to get those feet down to either side so your hips can lift up on the opposite side. Nice, everybody. When you're ready, bring those legs right back down behind you. Keep everything nice and flat. And just keep that right leg flat on the floor. It's not going to lift up into the sky at all. It's going to come to your side on the right and bring that right knee up to your right elbow. Think of like a happy living frog on the side of the road. I used to say a dead one, but then someone was like, why does it have to be dead? And I'm like, I don't know why it has to be dead, actually. So it's a happy living one. Bring that knee up to your right elbow on the right. Head can look toward the right if you want, or whatever side you're on, it doesn't matter. Just have everything be all on that same side. So if you have room, and even if you don't, you can still do it because we're all friends here. Take that right leg and now stretch it straight out to the side. If your leg comes down a little bit toward you, that's okay, but stretch it out. Stack it on your neighbor if they're in your way, it's okay. Just put it right on top of them, they'll like it. On that nice deep exhale, slide that right leg back to meet the left. Bring that head to the center. And then left knee comes up toward that left elbow. Take your time. Head looks over to the left. And then when you're ready, take that left leg and stretch it straight out to your side on the left. Whatever straight is for you, it doesn't matter. As long as it doesn't hurt, then it's okay. Take that left leg, slide it back down to meet the right. Bring that chin back to your center. We're going to do some shoulder stuff, everybody. So take those hands straight out to either side like a big letter T. You might have to stagger yourself a little bit. Don't ever hurry. It's always all good. And then pick a side. It doesn't matter which side. I'm going to choose the right, but if you want to do a different side, you can. So you're going to slowly take your left hand, press it onto the floor on the left, and gently start to roll onto that right shoulder. Lift your chest up, lift your stomach up, and just keep rolling. Your head's going to lift up. If that's uncomfortable, bring that head down to your mat or use your block or a towel, but keep rolling onto that right shoulder. Modify your legs any way you want. They can stay flat. You can put one foot down. Just keep going until you feel it. I want it to feel good, but I also want you to like really feel it. Breathe. When you've had enough of that, slowly roll onto your stomach. Take that left hand straight out to the side. Beautiful, everyone. Press that right hand into the mat or your floor. Start to roll onto that left shoulder. Excuse me. Again, you'll notice one side is a little bit more or less than the other, and that's okay. When you're ready, come back to the center, roll back onto your stomach. And then bring your hands and your elbows down, line them up on your mat. We're going to do Sphinx pose next. So keep your elbows down, just press your chest up. Beautiful. Curve your back out, take those eyes up to the ceiling if that feels okay. Breathe. And then let your head go straight down. Let your head be heavy. Feel that stretch at the back of your neck. We'll do each of those one more time. So bring that head up, curve your back out, look up toward the ceiling. Exhale, let that head come down and be heavy. So nice, everybody. That looks great. Head will come back to the center again. Slide your hands back underneath your shoulders. Keep your arms right by your side, and then start to press up into your baby cobra. And that can be as much or as little as you want. You never have to go for the fully extended pose if that's not going to be what happens today. The converse of that is if you want to lift your legs up off your mat and go for the fully extended one, you can do that. When you're ready, come on down. So nice, everybody. When you get down here, bring that left arm down to your mat, maybe parallel with the top of your mat to give yourself a nice foundation. So you can reach back with that right hand and grab that right foot, that right ankle. First, just work on pulling your heel in toward your booty. And then switch that out so that right leg comes down. Right arm comes down, makes your foundation so you can reach back with the left hand and grab that left ankle. Pull that heel in toward you. Breathe. So you're welcome to do a reset. Perfect, Jen. You can do a reset by putting that left leg down on the floor if you want, but if you don't want to, keep holding on to that left leg, reach back and grab that right. Try to keep those knees and toes kind of close together. You're going to take a nice big inhale and lift everything up. This can be just a little lift or it can be a lot. Always go for what you want. When you're ready, exhale, come down. We're going to do it 2 more times, everybody. Inhale, lift up. Press your feet into your hands. That's what's going to lift your chest up. Exhale, come down. Beautiful. Great. 1 more. Inhale, press it up. Exhale, lower down. Nice. Legs come down. You're going to slowly press yourself up and then press yourself back into our one and only child's pose. Hips go as wide as your mat. Sit back onto your heels and walk your hands forward. Exhale. So nice, everybody. You don't even know how good you all look doing this today. Staying right there in your child's pose, just walk those hands over to the right. Touch that floor next to you. Same as we did when we were on our backs. Curve out that left. Hands come up to the top and then walk them over to the left. Press them into the press into your right side. Hands come back up to the top of your mat. If you want to walk yourself back out and go flat onto your stomach and then roll over onto your back, you can do that. If you want to have a seat and roll over onto your back, go for it. But the goal is to get back on your back. Take your time and get comfortable. Once you get down to your mat, and there's never any hurry, get settled. Close your eyes. Go back to those inhales and exhales. This is your final pose. This is where you'll absorb your practice. I'll bring us all back in just a few minutes and we'll finish class together. So until then, just stay right here, breathe, and enjoy your Shavasana. Gently roll that head side to side. Feel free to stretch those arms out above your head and toes toward the mirror just like we did before. And then any way you want to, press yourself up to a comfortable seat of your choice. You're also welcome to stay right there nice and flat if you care to do your prayer that way. If you want to roll onto your side and stay there for a breath or two, you can do that too. When you get up here, if your eyes open, just close them together again. Bring your hands to your heart in prayer, and we'll do one final inhale and exhale together. Inhale. Exhale. I truly believe we only keep what we have by giving it away, and we all have so much. And by that, I mean a kind word, patience, a second chance. If you give any of that away, you will get it back, and you will get it back today. With that, I take my forehead and I bow it to my fingertips. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste. Tomorrow, chair yoga, if you wish to join me for that, is at 10 a.m. And then Sunday, restorative yoga is now at 9 a.m. So you can join me on Sunday as well. And then, what's that? 9. And then the final thing is, I have so much love for you guys. I hope you know that. Go have a wonderful day. Thank you all so much.
Steve?
Yes, my dear.
I did take Nancy's class a week ago.
Yeah.
And I hated the fact that she wouldn't do it up here.
She doesn't do it up here?
No.
Oh.
And I have issues with my neck and shoulders, so I'd have to get out of my posture to see what she was doing.
Okay, that's weird.
But I hope you can spread this word, because I wrote a note and got no feedback.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'll find out. I wonder how to do it up here.
She's tall. She's afraid she's
And she gets that as she walks around.
I'll check on it. I'll check on both of it.
That's
Yeah.
what she said.
Yeah.